The concept behind Special Olympics Unified Sports is simple yet powerful. People with and without intellectual disabilities playing together on the same team as a path to friendship and social inclusion. Driven by fun, development of new skills and talents, supported by positive attitudes and community activation. Unified sports can be applied in team sports like football, basketball, volleyball and handball, as well as in selected individual sports, in doubles in tennis, table tennis, badminton, bowling, and bocce. Unified sports is structured around 3 different models. The Unified Sports Competitive Model, the Unified Sports Player Development Model, the Unified Sports Recreation Model. We will explain those models now, using examples from football, basketball and volleyball. In the Unified Sports Competitive Model, equal numbers of players with and without intellectual disabilities are on the same sport teams for regular training and competition. Players should be of similar age and ability and should have the necessary sports skills and tactics to compete without modification of the official Special Olympics sports rules. There should be a minimum of 8 weeks training period before the first competition of a new team. Teams that participate in this model are eligible for advancement to international competition at regional and world games. In the player development model, teammates should be of similar age. Opposed to the competitive model, teammates are not required to be of similar abilities. Teammates of higher abilities are in the role of mentors, assisting teammates of lower abilities in developing sport-specific skills and tactics. It is important that mentors should not be coaches, but peers. Rules modifications are allowed and designed to ensure meaningful involvement of all teammates. Similar to the competitive model, there should be a minimum of 8 weeks training period before the first competition of a new team. Teams that participate in this model are eligible to compete up to national programme level. The Unified Sports Recreation Model is different from the other 2 models as it does not follow any specific training, competition and team composition requirements. Competition can only be run on local level. The focus is on having fun together in inclusive sport activities of any type. A typical event could be a sport demonstration event, a sports day, or a series of inclusive sport courses or classes in a school or local sport club. The principle of meaningful involvement ensures that every player is given an opportunity to contribute to the success of his or her team through their unique skills and abilities. For all 3 models, it is important that every teammate plays a valuable role on the team, that emphasizes his or her personal talents and skills, has an opportunity to play without a heightened risk of injury. Only a positive climate in the team can lead to true social inclusion. It is recommended to begin with the recreation or the player development model when a new team is starting, to guarantee that the team can shape without the higher requirements and expectations of the competitive model. You can build on that for the development of each individual player and the entire team. It's important to build alliances for unified sports, to establish networks between community players like local schools and sport clubs, but also between Special Olympics and sports federations, local authorities, sponsors, universities, institutions for people with intellectual disabilities, and others. Those networks support the inclusion process in the unified sports teams by creating an inclusive and sustainable environment. They are also key for recruiting players, coaches, and referees, and to develop unified sports further. A unified coach has a key role in the unified team. She or he has a responsibility to form the team and to ensure that it's working as a team. He or she is facilitator for social inclusion and meaningful involvement in the team. The coach needs to demonstrate and support this philosophy during training and competition. He or she has the same role and authority to all players with and without intellectual disabilities and cannot be a player on the team. Inclusion and team building also can be developed through socializing activities off the court, such as barbecues, weekend trips, watching movies together. Come and join us. Play Unified.